Of course, for something this simple, I might take on a solo mission.
Evil Dookie in the shack where the plastics collide. Outhouse grind where the craft gets amplified. G.I. Joe on the table, paint drips on the mat. Custom rigs so clean, Cobras tipping the hats. Figures flex, dioramas flex harder. Vehicles rolling smoother than a Cadillac starter. Cutting foam like samurai steel. Outhouse magic, yeah, the mods are unreal. Outhouse customs where the legends are built. Brush and glue with precision and skill. Figures, vehicles, dioramas so mean. Evil Dookie's lab where the craft stays supreme. Snakes and Joes on the battlefield stage. Vehicles armored up, breaking out of the cage. Sawdust storms paint clouds in the air. Tiny explosions, Evil Dookie don't care. Vinyl tracks spinning, boom bap in the mix. Figures locked and loaded, ready for the fix. Cobra commander scheming in a hand-sculpted lair. While Snake Eyes poses with that custom glare. Hot glue gun smoking, the air smells of work. Diorama so wild, leave the internet berserk. Every piece tells a story, every detail's a gem. Outhouse customs where the art never ends. Hot glue gun smoking, the air smells of work. Diorama so wild, leave the internet berserk. Every piece tells a story, every detail's a gem. Outhouse customs where the art never ends.
What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday Fun Day. I'm going to try something new here. Kind of noticed there was a gap missing on YouTube. Kind of my videos were, so I'm going to see if this is a little bit better. State of the Union, I guess, address for Knott County. So what I'm going to do is I can't do custom vehicles once a week. There's no damn way. Just no way. For any that can do custom vehicles in a week, I mean, hell, I'm retired. I don't have a job, and I still can't do that fast. But that's what I'm going to start doing, the custom offs. I'll build them on the rough cut with Turk, and of course throughout the week. But then whenever I reveal it, I'm going to reveal it on Flushing It Out. And that way what I can do is I can give you guys an idea of how I did it. So if you have questions on how I did it, instead of me sitting here and trying to do a video for an hour and a half and be like, hey, this is how I did it and blah, 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 the parts, you guys can get right on here with me. And you can, one, see the reveal of the video, and two, you can ask questions on how I did the thing. That way, if you want to try to do it yourself, or if you have any hiccups and you're trying to do something, you can ask about that same particular vehicle live, and I can answer the questions live. That over and have to go back and forth in comments and all the other stuff. So I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. I'm going to keep this short. I know Legend's coming on. He's got a pre-roll at 8 o'clock tonight, so I want to make sure I get that everybody gets a chance to get there, and I don't want to hold anybody up from that or step on his toes. But I'll jump into the chat, and I'll go over a couple of things, and then I'll take questions, or we'll hit it up for a little bit, and then we'll get out of here. Gasland, appreciate you showing up. Window Viper. Speaking of the Window Viper, he's actually fairly close to me. He's got a problem with his phalanx, or 1113. I can't remember which one. So he's going to come to the outhouse, and we're going to do a live repair on that right here. So you guys stay tuned. Once his schedule frees up, we'll figure that out, and then we'll get that thing going. Dojo, appreciate you stopping in. My boy Grievance tried to get me fired up earlier today, saying I was copying somebody. He had me going for a minute there. Shane, appreciate you stopping in. Thanks. The intro's kind of old. I just don't use it too much anymore. Son of a Crayon, I was just hitting him up a little bit. We flushing it all out, Woody. We flushing it all out. I got something here I'm going to show you guys in a minute, too, before I jump off, just to kind of give you guys an idea of where everything's at. Jason, appreciate you stopping in. Oh, he canceled pre-roll? Shit, I didn't know that. Well, hell, we can stay on a little longer then. If he does decide to do it, somebody let me know and I'll jump off. I don't want to step on his toes. And I'm going to try to use StreamYard a little bit, so I figured what the hell, might as well give up some of this shit talking everybody's doing, which I find it kind of funny because I'm not good with computers, so I don't mind. But let's see if I can get StreamYard going. Will, thanks for stopping in. Everybody else saying hi to each other. Oh, he's got a migraine. That shit sucks. My wife gets that shit all the time, man. I get them too, but nothing I can do about it. Just got to power through that shit. Anyway, I'm going to jump into the slides real quick. I ain't got too many. don't know why I had that one in there. First thing, I just kind of want to, a little, I guess, of event session too, but everybody bitching about the Zam Zartan. The way I'm going with Knott County, I'll let everybody know right now, in case somebody does stray. I'll try to copy them in the future when this thing does drop and it's on my table. But this is a perfect freaking biker Zartan. Perfect biker Zartan. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to get a couple of these. I'm going to keep one original. I'll strip one down, boil and pop, like everybody else is doing. But that's definitely something I'm going to keep going with, is this no whole Knott County shit that I'm going into, that I'm trying to story tell. And the main thing is that I'm trying to get into a storyline for my son. So those of you that do follow this, I'm doing custom vehicles, custom figures, but I'm trying to get into the aspect of it to give my kids lore. And what I mean by the lore is the stuff that we grew up with, the file cards that we've got for the figures that we know the history on. But if I'm creating a figure, nobody has a history of what that figure is. So that's why I'm trying to get into this stuff, is to give him the background of it, so when he sees it, he knows what the story of it is. Yeah, actually, I'm getting fancy. I'm getting sly. The complaint about everybody said this thing sucked, Woody, and everybody complains about it, and look what happens. In 2 minutes, it sells out. I wanted the thing from day one when they came out with it, but some people just got to bitch to bitch, I guess. I mean, shit, if you're gonna say you don't want the thing, but then it sells out, then you're gonna complain that it sold out, makes no damn sense. But there's the collectors out there that want the stuff. Those of you that got it, I hope you did. And if you didn't, good luck. I'm sure it'll come back around, because shit's been crazy lately. Trying to get me fired up already, boy. Turk's up in here. Yeah, please, if you do, hit that, smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. I like Cobra Law. I mean, shit, Woody, you and I are the same damn age, from the same area. Hell, we both grew up with this stuff. To me, I mean, it was part of the lore for me, I grew up with the cartoon, didn't know much about the comic until after the fact. But speaking of lore and everything going on with that, that's where Savage and Seagram were talking about it last night. And of course, I talked to Seagram off stage, or before they went even on. But this is what I'm coming up with Knott County. This is why I'm doing Knott County. This is why I'm doing custom figures and custom vehicles, because I've already come up with file cards. That figure right there is my figure. That story is my story. That is High Side. That is the first one I came up with, So this, I can give this to my son, and this is for anybody out there wanting to do this stuff. It's not hard to do. You come up with the figure, you kit bash it, you come up with a little story for it, you throw it out there, and you give it to them. And then boom, they're done. And now your kid or your grandkid, like in my fact, you've got 2 more generations coming up. They're going to watch this stuff. So it's not just one, I've got more. I'll bounce and forth with the chat here, because I don't want to get too far behind. Appreciate that, Joe fan. Yeah, Zartan, I wish would have had green hair, if that's what you're going back to. Exactly, Turk. If you want the stuff, get it. If you don't, then don't. But people want to just sit out there and bitch to have something to bitch about and have their damn voice opinionated and heard. I mean, I'm just doing this for whoever the hell wants to listen to me. And if my son wants to go back and watch it, and then that way I have it digital, so I can say, hey, yes, I did it. Here it is. If I'm going to put the time and effort of putting file cards in, I might as well just show this off to a little bit and give some people a couple ideas. This is High Side. This is one of the, I kind of did about 4 or 5 at the same time. So they were all pretty much roughly in a pot at the same time, I guess you could say, or on the table at the same time. And then, here's another one I did, Half-Life AEW figure. I mean, I've already done videos on these. If anybody wants to go back that hasn't seen them, to go back and see them. But I did clean up the file cards, because I sent them to Seagram about it. And when you do the file cards, you have AI kind of make the art or whatever, even though the figure's mine, the language got all messed up. Completely messed up. I mean, it was like 10 different languages on one file card. So I went back, put them on PowerPoint, cleaned them up, put my own spin to it. Another one is Rough Cut, or Rustback, I'm sorry. So that head sculpt, I actually got 2 figures out of that head sculpt. My head sculpt, my body, the figure I did for myself, and I also did a Dreadnought with him, so appreciate that, Seagram. Yeah, what'd he see? 80 my kid's the same way. Cobra Law, I mean, he's 7, and he's just finding this shit out now, and he loves it, absolutely loves it. Hell, he's got a damn Nemesis Enforcer head on a friggin', what the hell's that figure? Blanca. That's his thing. I mean, he kit bashes. But for kids, that's what they want. Let them do their own thing. I mean, hell, we did, you know? That's why we probably like Diorama so much, is because we were using blankets on the sofas and under the couches. Hell, I spent more time outside looking for hit and run than I did actually playing with the damn figure, because I always lost them in the damn grass and shit. No, Bobby, you haven't shown me that yet. I'd be interested to see that. Just another one, Knockout. Rough Cut, that's the one that's actually driving the scrap tracks. And I mean, I got a couple more in here I haven't done yet. So I'll skip through these real quick. This is one I've got coming up, and this is another one I got coming up, because those damn Marvel Legend bikes are so cheap. In my opinion, $40 is good for a bike and a vehicle, or a vehicle and a figure, if you're going to do something with it. If it's going to be the same bike, you're going to have the same figure over and over. Well, hell, I've got 3 Wolverines now, so I made one Dreadnought. I mean, not everybody's going to be 6 foot 240. You know, in the bike world, I know a guy with a 3-piece patch, one of the big 6. He's 5'4", probably 140 pounds, and he'd whoop your ass in a heartbeat. So I mean, just like the Joe world, everybody's built differently. So might as well throw Wolverine in with the eye patch. But the other thing I'm doing is I'm also getting vehicle data. I'm coming up with blueprints. So this is something that I started doing myself after I did the scrap tracks. I wanted to, and I should have done it when I did the video, but I didn't. So I started doing a blueprint, and, you know, just kind of like little odds and bits, just stuff in my head that I could pass to my son so he could see it, be like, hey, that's kind of cool how you did that, you know, or what your thought process was. Or if anybody else out there trying to come up with more, I guess, technical data for your vehicles, because we all wanted to look at that stuff when we were kids. So I guess I'm just trying to take my collection one step higher up. So that's the scrap track. Of course, I did one for the Dreadnought Wrecker. The push rod. I mean, it comes up a little bit different each time. And yes, I'm using AI to help me do it. But these vehicles, for anybody watching some replay or not familiar with my channel, these vehicles are actually vehicles that I built. It's not like I friggin' bought the thing and then took the picture of it. These are vehicles I came up with, and then AI came up with the shit after the fact. So, of course, with the cues that I put in. And then, of course, the bike that I did. Damn, $90 for the Royal Guard already on eBay? That is some crazy shit right there. Hell, if they wait, damn, I think that thing's coming out next month. That's crazy. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. So, Donald, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, Battle. All right, so what you said, March 5th, the ones. All right, for the next one. That's another thing I want to talk about. Like I said, I'm probably gonna stay on here too late. I canceled all my pre-orders with Hasbro unless it's a Pulse exclusive. I am doing all my pre-orders, and I got this idea from Crow. He said it in one of his videos about the Wave when he got it before I got my, $20 Walmart find. I'm gonna support my local toy store. They're not making that much money off the figures. It is. I think my guy makes like $2 a fig when he gets them, because he's getting for a little bit of discount, but he sells them at retail price, so he's not making a ton of money. And yeah, you save money on shipping with Hasbro Pulse, but I still got my Pulse membership, but I'm only keeping that for the HasLabs. And the reason I kept it for the HasLabs because the shipping's stupid expensive, so we might as well keep the damn Pulse membership. And of course for the exclusives. But the last couple waves that are gonna be coming out, I had the last wave that I found at Walmart on order at Pulse, and then I canceled it. The next waves that had just come out that everybody was panicking for with Zartan and all that stuff, I talked to my guy 2 days earlier, and he's like, "Yep, I can get everything you need minus this person." So that's the only one I had to worry about. But I'm gonna do all my stuff through my local toy store. And Walmart's starting to hit now. I don't know if that'll continue. I don't know if Target will catch back up, the toy game, however that's gonna work out, but you might as well support your local toy shops, especially if it's a small shop, man. I mean, I'm all about supporting local people. I'm all about supporting and being loyal to people. If you mess with me and you're straight, I'm gonna mess with you back. No problems. If we have an issue, then we'll figure that out after the fact. But I'm loyal to the core. I mean, it's just how I was raised. Being from New England, raised by my grandfather, that's how it goes for me. So I'm gonna stick with the damn toy shop. I'm gonna stick with him. And he's getting me everything I need. I mean, I just tell him numbers, and he's like, "Yeah, I can get you that many." Or he's like, I'll see what I can do." He's like, he'll get me what I need minimum, but if it's a stupid number, then with those damn bikes, I mean, he's always taken good care of me, good prices on everything I've gotten from him. So I have had no issues with that guy whatsoever. If anybody ever comes down to North Carolina, hit up Hero Source. I mean, it's the best damn toy store I've been to. But that's the place I'm gonna be getting my stuff from now on. And like I said, he already knows in advance when it's gonna get dropped. So if you just give the guy a list, he may not tell you. Like my guy won't tell me, but he'll just be like, "Yep, I can get it," and then he'll text me that morning of and be like, "Hey, I can get you this stuff, or I can't get you this. So when pre-orders hit, make sure you order this one." I mean, they've got stuff they got to abide by too. But my guy's has been real good straight. So I'm gonna keep sticking with the toy stores. I ain't gonna have to worry about hitting that damn Pulse button at 1 o'clock when everybody else is, and some shit's selling out. That's the last one I had done. So I got to do a video on that one this week. But I just wanted to jump on and say shit about that and get that, I guess, like a venting and kind of let you know where I'm going with my stuff. So I figured maybe people will start tuning in more, and I think it'd be a better idea to show off the stuff that I'm doing when I actually do it, as opposed to be like, "Hey, this is how I did this," and boom, drop it, and then go on about my day and watch a stupid video. But why I got everybody on here before anything else is brought up, I'm into bikes. I like doing custom bikes. I like doing custom Marvel bikes for some reason. I don't know why. It's just something to do with Knott County. But those of you who are actually watching, I actually mocked up, and I've got to assemble it now, so the wheel just fell off. But I did mock up something that I've been waiting to do. And like I said, it's not fully assembled, but it is functional. Let me turn on the white light. And what that is a trike. And yes, this shit does fit a classified figure. It's another Dreadnought I'm working on. But it does fit. And it's functional. Like I said, the wheels do roll. Nothing's bolted down. Nothing's tightened down. But I figured out how to get a Marvel Legend into a trike. It wasn't easy. I actually started going a very complex route with it. But this is the kind of shit that I'm going to start putting up on my channel. And this is the kind of stuff I'm going to start revealing on my stuff. This is a raw one. I just wanted to get it out there because I don't think everybody else is going to figure it out right off the bat. But the back wheels off this are from a front wheel of a tumbler. So that's a tumbler back end, and of course a Marvel Legends regular Wolverine bike front end. And this is just straight primer paint. I haven't really done anything with it. Grievance said y'all stole my idea. Hey, it ain't stealing, I'm sharing. Rough shot, appreciate that. Road Pigs Ride. I actually got a custom character I'm gonna do for it. Crystal Ball was $17. So I'm gonna kind of kit bash Crystal Ball with this head sculpt and all that crap, and do a custom Dreadnought for this thing. So, but that's the kind of route I want to start getting into, is doing custom vehicles like this. reveals on video so you can ask questions. Hey, how the hell did you do that shit? And by all means, I'll share it because I ain't gatekeeping. Ain't no damn gatekeepers over here. I think I missed a couple comments. Let me go back real quick. Thought I saw Virgo in here. So hello, Virgo. If I'm missing the comment somewhere, it went by kind of quick. Tony Spigs, appreciate you stopping in. Shane said his dad had a trike like that in the early 70s. I know the wheels are kind of big in the back end, but yeah, I mean the old school. If I had to ride a trike and I had that old, that's the kind of trike I would ride. I would not have one with a freaking tour pack. I wouldn't have one in trunk. I'd ride some old ass chopper looking style one. Green said, so you chopped up a tumbler and using all the pieces in multiple projects. I did. I kit bashed, whatever you want to call it, mold and pop, kit bashed, hacked up, scrapped up. I took multiple vehicles, and I'm making multiple vehicles out of multiple vehicles. So I'm using 2 or 3 vehicles. And for those of you just stopping in, I'll get 2 more. Hold on. This is the WWE Lowrider. And this is all Knott County shit. Straight Knott County. So, I mean, these things ain't going to make sense to anybody else's mind but mine. But this is a WWE Lowrider that I'm going to turn into a Knock Rider. And it's got a lot more work to do on it, but that's a Lowrider with Stinger wheels and the tumbler rear end, or tumbler rear wheels. And then I've got the Batmobile, which is a 4x4 monster truck sitting over there. And that will have the actual tumbler body skin to it once I can figure out how to get that shit on there. I'm taking a lot of pieces and I guess I'm kit bashing cars now. I guess is the easiest way to say it. I appreciate it, Virgo. Thank you. Turk said he's kit bashing or a couple of some teriyaki chicken. I haven't even had dinner yet. That sounds good. 610, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. Get off AOL. Shit, I ain't on AOL. Am I on Chrome? I'm on Microsoft Edge. If that shit's slowing me down, somebody please let me know. I have no clue about the friggin' internet. I can barely turn the damn shit on. I'm lucky I'm on damn StreamYard. So if it's lagging or something like that, let me know and I'll see if I can go back and make adjustments. My wife usually watches after the fact and she kind of tells me, but hell, she's about as tech savvy as I am. Thanks, Gasoline. I appreciate it. I mean, they were all works in progress, but they'll get there eventually. Like I said, I'll probably do this once or twice a month, whenever I get stuff done. But it'll always be on a Sunday at 7 o'clock. I notice that's kind of a niche in my damn, at least for my analytics and my timeline. So, and it's easier for me. And if you guys can't catch it clear or can't catch it on the damn live, then there's always replay squad. So, but my goal is to have it, like I said, where you guys can ask questions on how I did these things and what my thought process was, or how I came up a couple times. I'll switch to Chrome, Tony. No, it's probably me, Soldado. You know how Fort Bragg is. Hell, I got kicked off my own damn stream the other night with a Turk on a rough cut. Right, so I need to make that down and switch everything over to Chrome. I got everything saved on Microsoft Edge. This computer's old as shit too, so and the one upstairs is old as shit. Yeah, Discord coming soon. Grievance and I are talking. We're gonna start hitting shit hard here, real hard. But that's the direction I'm going to go in Knott County, and that's the direction I'm going to go in my custom. So hopefully it works out for people. Hopefully people enjoy it. And that's why we're starting to do the stuff that we do is we want other people to get encouraged to do the same thing. Hell, I didn't know shit about YouTube. I didn't know anything about customizing vehicles. I could barely paint friggin' figures when I first started. I can't do skin tones, I'll tell you that right now. I can, even with the paint markers, to me, they just don't look right. It looks very cartoonish or something. I want to get that realistic skin tone that Hasbro's got, but I can't get the damn paints right. I don't know what it is. I want to try airbrushing. I haven't done that yet. So that's something I want to tackle myself. And I definitely want to start using more plastic. I mean, maybe one day I'll get to 3D printing. The 3D printing is not my problem. I think I could grasp that. My problem is I want to be able to design shit. And I can't get what I have in my freaking in my head into practicality the right way. That's where I'm getting hiccups. Because if I did some of these customs, I know I'll be blowing the shit off the water right now. But I'll get there eventually. I'm just gonna work my way through it. You know, one step at a time. You just gotta push through it. So I'll get there eventually and see what happens. But that's the stuff I'm gonna have coming down the pipeline pretty soon in for Knott County. Like I said, we're still gonna be doing the rough cut Fridays at 9. I did recently get a new job, so I will be starting that. Don't know how that schedule is gonna work out. We'll see. If things have to change, and we'll shift. If not, then we'll just keep on going the way we're going. But hopefully everybody likes what's going on, and hopefully everybody is getting something out of it. And that's the main goal, is make sure that you get something out of it and you can use it for what you want going in the future. Hey, Grievance, just, man, just send that shit my way. I'll fix it up for you if you need it. Appreciate that, Shane. It's just, I hate going slower than what I want to go, I mean, there's a speed. I'm not used to going slow. There's a speed that I want to get to and a point that I want to get to. And it's aggravating. I'm not there yet, but I also know my own limitations. So I'll get there. But I appreciate everybody's support. It means a lot to me. I started watching, Shane was the first one to have me on an interview, I believe. Between Woody Punk, Shane, and Tony Sfigs doing his stuff, and a couple other guys, and of course, Grievance and Turk brought me on their stuff and ended up becoming part of the show with them. This shit has been therapy to me, and I've talked about it a little bit, but I started doing this shit because of my cousin when he passed. I didn't want to forget his memory, and I figured if anything were to happen to me, my son would need memories of me. What better way to capture it than on video? So at least you can go back and look at the stuff, I got my cousin's last voicemail, and that's all I got. So it sucks, but this is my therapy process. This is what I go through, so I don't have to deal with dumb shit. I come out here and I mess around with toys and make a freaking trike out of a damn motorcycle that shouldn't be done anyhow. But I did it. So now, Hasbro, you see my shit, go ahead and steal my idea. There's your fucking trike, and I won't get paid for it, so thank you. I even reached out to a couple 3D printers guys and be like, hey, this is what I think you should do. I don't want anything for it, just do it. But nobody ever reached back to me, so fuck them, I'll do it myself. And my shit wasn't printed. I mean, it took a lot of parts, but wasn't printed. But it's good shit. I mean, it keeps my mind going. It keeps me creative, keeps me engaged. And it keeps my son seeing that determination will get you through everything. But that's pretty much all I got. Unless anybody's got any questions, I'll wrap it up. Kept it short and simple this time. I've got some more stuff coming down. Like I said, I got 3 vehicles. I've got 4 figures. The figures I'll probably just do, the normal videos like I've been doing. Those are fairly easy. People can figure those out fine. It's the figures I think people have, not the figures, the vehicles people have more problem with. So that's more, I'm not going to say detailed stuff, but more labor intensive, I guess. A swamp boat. There's a guy in here, Bobby Wald. If he ever shows you his stuff off, you'll be blown away. He made one. I can't remember exactly what he used. We're trying to get him on, but Bobby is one of those guys. You don't see his stuff, but damn, that shit is good. Unless he knows you and has your number or email, you won't see it that much. But his stuff is friggin' phenomenal. Straight phenomenal. I mean, I'd like to do a swamp boat. I just gotta wrap my head around how I would do it. It wouldn't be the same style as what you're used to seeing. I don't know if anybody else is live tonight. The only one I knew that went Sundays was Legend Series. But I've got more ideas for bikes too. I've got like 4 or 5 different ideas for bikes. So it's not just I'm gonna have a trike and then a bike. I mean, there's other things I'm doing with the bikes that you guys stay tuned. And you'll see different variations of the same bike. I'll have 10 different bikes out there, but you'll swear to God it wasn't 10 of the same bike. It's just because I've changed them up so much that those bikes are gonna be like that. Hello Geek, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Bobby said the swamp boat he did was a Fortnite boat and leftover parts from a Joy Toy helicopter. So there you go. He said Joe Aros. Shane said Joe Aros live along with Ninja in 30 minutes. That'd be some good shit, Woody. I'd like to see that. I think the reason I'm gravitating so much to the bikes is I lived that biker lifestyle for 7 years. I did wear a 3-piece patch. I did do the right thing, had the hard way, the way you're supposed to do it. You know, it wasn't given, it was earned. And then my military background, me a lot of mechanic shit and fabrication stuff from building race cars. Just the bike's just what I gravitated to. So I'm sticking with the bikes because it's what I know and it's what I enjoy, and they're not giving us any options. Like I always say, if Hasbro's not going to build it yourself. So I'm going through the process of trying to how I can get bearings on bikes. How can I get suicide shifters? How can I make one a trike? How can I do a sidecar? Ones that actually look right. Yeah, Gasland, like you're saying. I mean, there's tons of Harley customs out there. I know a buddy of mine. After I built the Silver Grinder, the one with the Springer front end on it, I looked at it and I was like, "Holy shit, that's my buddy Bubba's bike." I didn't even realize I was doing it until I did it. I just wanted a Springer front end. So it came out sick. I love the way it came out. I actually showed it to him. He's like, "Man, you built my fucking bike." I was like, "Yeah, not trying to. I just did." So I mean, there's tons of different ways you can get bikes out there. I mean, I even found one the other day. I should have brought it down here. I'll bring it next time. But it works for 1/12 scale. It was a $10 one off eBay, shipped. The lady dropped it when I inquired about it. She's like, "Oh, I just dropped the front end. You can probably fix it, blah, blah, blah." She's like, "I'll take $15 off." I got the thing for $10 and it fits a classified figure. The video I just did, you guys won't see it for a while, but the Fring Viper, I had one of the Dreadnoughts sitting on it and he fits fine. So I'll have to get the information for it. Next time I do a live, I'll have that bike here so you can see it. You can see the scale to it, and I'll tell you what the information for the bike was. That thing is awesome. Gasland, there's actually an Indian out there. I can't remember the name of the brand. I want to get that thing to do it. And if I do it, of course, it'll be on here. Woody, I was wondering what you were saying about the ape hangers. They're not that bad. The styrene is what's got me stumped. When I did the T-bars on the other bike, they didn't come out perfect. I'm not happy with them. I'm going to figure it out. But I'm definitely going to redo the T-bars, and I want a cleaner look. But the ape hangers are what's bothering me on these Marvel Legends bikes. The only ones you can get it for, and even with the new ones coming out, Ghost Rider, he doesn't have apes. So I've got to try to figure out a way to make new ape hangers. And that's something I'm going to do. And I know styrene is going to be the way to go. I just got to figure out how I can connect the styrene where it's got a clean look to it and it's not messed up, because that's the biggest problem. I've tried a couple modifications already and they haven't worked. But the little jig I got for the damn sissy bar that I did before they announced this damn Ghost Rider bike, that shit's perfect. I can bend a sissy bar, no problem. Hey, Jay Panther, thanks for stopping in here. You talking about putting spirit on a an Indian? That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I gotta get that Indian bike. King NYC, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so he did mean that. All right. Yeah, if you guys get ideas, man, toss them out. Even if it's in replay or whatever, comment back. I mean, my email's out here, outhouse. It's outhousecustoms@gmail.com. If you get ideas and you want to see me to try to attempt something, I'll definitely try to attempt it. I'm not afraid to. It may not come out. It may not. Who knows? It may not. I don't know. It's all trial and error until I get it down. I mean, the trike was not that hard at all. King, I know you just stopped in, and I know you're a Dreadnought fan, but I was talking the direction I'm gonna go at Knott County, but I did show everybody the Marvel Legends trike I made. It's like I said, it's not glued together and pieced together yet. This is mocked up, but it's pretty much the way I'm gonna have it done. I just gotta get everything bolted down and painted. Bobby asked Woody about the foot cruiser car. I didn't see that. He said, not well, and the sit down, the doors are way too low. So I'm guessing that they're sitting up too high in it, Woody. I mean, Bobby is the person. If you want to know if a vehicle is probably going to work, Bobby's probably already tried it or thought of trying it, because he hits me up all the time. He's like, "Hey, have you tried this?" I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And he comes up with some. I mean, Bobby, we need to get you on, man. You should be doing this stuff, not me. You're the one that's got the damn the ideas for everybody. I think he's got a trial and error book sitting at his house of what works and what doesn't. What he said, too high and there's no room for modifications because you'd have to add another inch and then the wheels would be hitting the ground. That sucks. Bobby, don't let me get that car then if I ask about it. That one Duarte showed off yesterday on Smoking Joe's, that damn drill machine, that thing would be awesome for a fucking mole rat, man. That is like a perfect machine for the mole rats. Like in my mind, that's what the mole rats would use. Other than that truck I made, that's what they would be using. Shane, I know it's friggin' peer pressure, man. We all need to jump on his ass or something and get him to do it. Oh, 5.5-inch scale. He said, Bobby said, no, I just had the first 30 years of my life doing nothing but bad ideas. Now all I got left is good. Well, hell, at least it's working. Yeah, I'd be interested in getting one of those for a mole rat. I mean, I already built that other truck over there, the SAEV, whatever I called it. But it'd be a little cool one to complement it. I remember the one on the movie, Shane, Retaliation, whatever it was. I mean, I know there was one in the cartoon, dude. I do remember that one from the Retaliation one, though. Killer Kenny, thanks for stopping. He said use a TMNT mutant module for the mole rats. They fit just fine. It's almost match Wave 1 version color wise. Mutant module for the mole rats. I'm gonna look that shit up. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull this thing up. Y'all bear with me. You know, it's Steam Stream. That way you can see what he's talking about, and I can see if this is the right thing that he's talking about. All right, is this it here? Damn Bing. Killer King, let me know if this is the right one. So this is what he's talking about. I don't remember that shit when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check into one of those. So this is fairly new, Woody? I'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, the problem is, Geek, my damn Ross, I go in there and there's nothing there. Which, I mean, it is what it is. But they never have shit there. Yeah, I wasn't a TMNT kid. I mean, I had like a couple turtles, but I don't really remember the vehicles or nothing like that. I'm surprised that they would fit in this for 6-inch, but turtles are 5.5 inch, like you said. So if we can squeeze them in, if it's cheap enough, I don't mind cutting the damn thing up. Yeah, I'll have to check Target. My Target's a little further away. Hell, damn Walmart almost daily just for them stupid stingers. They still ain't dropped the price of those yet. King said when he finally got it, it went off sale. It went to sale after he bought it full price, apparently. They have a Hummer too? I'd honestly get this thing for my kid, make it so you can fit the mole rats in it, and give it to him. That's all I would do with it. He actually likes the mole rats. He didn't like the first version. He likes the second version. Gus, what's going on, Coach? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys got custom ideas, let me get a pen because I'd like to write this shit down. If you have ideas of vehicles, I will definitely attempt them. That's for damn sure. TMNT mutant module. King, you talking about the Hummer wasn't that big enough, right? Okay, appreciate that. I would like for them to come out with the damn Cobra Hummer style that came from the movie. That's something that should be out for classified. I don't see how the mold for that would be that bad. Oh, you're good, King. You're good. Appreciate that, Woody. I got it. Thank you. Sixth said he went toy hunting today in Rome, Georgia. Stopped by the Stranger Things Vinca house. The whole series, 40 minutes from the house. That's one show I never got into. That's a weird freaking show, man. It was like beyond it for me. I watched a couple of those, and then I don't know what the hell happened with that show. I like some sci-fi stuff, but that was just off the rocker to me. But that's cool. You got to see stuff like that. The only thing that's on the news in North Carolina down here, no matter what channel you put on, is a damn person that went after. And I'm not talking politics, but the person went after Trump, I guess, stayed like 30 minutes from me. So that shit's all over every damn channel down here. But North Carolina's like that. Anything that happens and somebody from North Carolina's here or is involved in it, that shit trumps every station. They don't care what it is. Oh, this person was linked to this. It doesn't matter, good, bad, or indifferent. They cover it everywhere. I can't. It drives me nuts. I don't even watch TV anymore. If you guys haven't checked out Gus Feldon, you need to go check him out. I mean, I know everybody knows Woody, everybody knows Shane, but Gus has got some custom figures. I can't remember the guy that did them. But they look really damn good, really good. So go check him out. The old Tonka Steel monsters. No, I don't have. I've seen them. I don't have any of them. But yes, I agree with you. Those are straight up like Mad Max, apocalyptic, Dreadnought style. I do get inspiration from some of that stuff. I'm working on, like I said, that monster truck kind of thing right now. So, and of course the lowrider is kind of from, I can't remember the name of it. Bobby will correct me in a comment here, but that's where I got the idea for the lowrider with, and I started off using it I was going to pop it up, put the Stinger tires on it because the Stinger tires actually slid straight over the tire and the rim for the WWE one. And I thought for sure it would be pretty good to go. But then when I started to roll a vehicle, the damn tire was like flopping inside. So I was like, well, even if I glue it, it's not going to work right because the width and the diameter, everything wasn't right. So Tonka Steel Monsters. Oh, I wonder if you can even get those anywhere. And I also want one. I mean, it'd be cool to have in plastic, but metal, man, that's some heavy shit. Oh, anytime, Gus. But I'll definitely take a look, Gasland. HK, thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a minute, but I appreciate it. If anybody out there thinks of any ideas for bikes, please let me know. Um, Bikes are what I'm really trying to find more variations of stuff that will work on a cheaper, because 40, 50 bucks for a bike is not bad, but there's gotta be cheaper versions out there. Maisto, I know those die cast ones they have, some of them are hit and miss. I thought about using American Chopper. I thought about using the ones from Sons of Anarchy. So if anybody has anything out there, show it somehow. I mean, send me an email, outhousecustoms@gmail, or put it up or something so I can see it. I would love to see if anything else works, and I would love to try customizing some other bikes as well. Yeah, see, Bobby, the Giga Horse. I don't know why I can't remember that shit. The Giga Horse is what I was talking about from Mad Max. 60 bucks on eBay for the TMNT one. I've spent more. Oh, why I'm thinking of it. Again, Bobby helped me out. I didn't know this was coming out. The Slambulance. People want to use that for wrestling, and that's what it's intended for. People want to use it for Joes. People want to customize and do all that stuff to it, like a couple of us have done. The Slambulance is coming back out, so please save your money. Stop paying eBay prices. Stop paying scalper prices. That shit is coming back out. The only downfall is it's coming out in red, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to paint, but it's still a damn Slambulance. And you're not gonna pay $80, $90 for it on eBay when you can pay $40, $50 for it at most, probably in store. So give it some time. It's coming back out. It doesn't have the stretcher in it this time. I think Mattel is the one that makes it, and it comes with 2 crutches, and I think both doors come off, so you can see all the way through on both sides, if I remember right. So make sure that you're not wasting your money on that stuff. Sometimes you just got to know what the hell you're getting into. And it's actually, I wish I would have waited, because there's rails on the top of it that would have been perfect for like a SWAT team to hang on to. I know for the MPs that we trained with, and whenever we were doing CQB or urban assaults, we would hang off the vehicles, and those rails on the new ones are not on the old ones. So that'd be perfect for a SWAT truck. And of course, black goes over everything, so it won't be hard to paint it. But if you want to go white or tan or something like that, the red may bleed. So just use a primer. Biker mice from Mars. They work out good, King. I want real bikes though. I don't want some sci-fi shit. You know, I've just seen some stuff out there, but Gojo, you have to send me a picture of the 112 for Davidson, because I know some of those they run different sizes. Nacelle. Okay. I'm writing it down. I'm gonna take a look at that. Yeah, it's a good truck, Will. Tony, I think I know which one you're talking it into, or which one you're talking about. I know Bobby and I were talking about some. The sides of the trucks are good, but it's the interior you can't get anybody into. So if you're just using it for a background, they're perfect. But if you want to put a figure in it, it seems like the exterior of the truck is great, but the interior is like down from the 118 size. I don't know why they did that. But that'd be awesome if you can make it into your vehicle, to your actual ambo that you ride. I mean, hell, you're in a bus every day. You might as well make it have one at the house so you can actually put your own custom fig on it. The bat cycles, I've thought about those. I think not the drifter bike. I mean, there was a couple of them I wanted to try, but I just don't know how big they are. There was one that was like futuristic. I thought was kind of cool. I could turn something into, and then there was one. It was like not a drifter style, cafe racer style. But I haven't seen a legend series or a classified series on it. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look, King. I can go with cartoony vehicles. I just can't go with cartoony bikes. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I ride or not, but I've got to have them looking as close to as correct as possible, I guess you could say. Damn, Grievance. 7? Shit. They don't even make 7 different colors, man. You let me see how those things look. I've almost ordered them one. I wanted the one with the chopper, but they ain't got it. I think they quit doing that one. Yeah, little paint. I mean, you're right. I may have to get one and screw with it and see what happens and see if I like it. I mean, if they're that cheap, I think you said like $30 or something like that. Have you taken one apart, King? That's what I'd really like to know, if you can actually customize it. Yeah, my son's got one. I actually swiped it off the bench when, or his table when he wasn't looking. But I grabbed it and I want to paint it. But the one he had was a red one with the crack in the tank. And not the crack that goes down where it comes off. It's the actual like hole in the tank. So I'm gonna have to fill that shit in. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I think the one that I wanted to get was the black Undertaker tank or Undertaker bike. Like I said, he's got the red one. I don't know which one it was. Yeah, son, the bat bikes, I like them. And like I said, well, like you were saying too, they're a little big. The one I'm thinking about had like 2 flat sides on it. I don't know what Batman movie it was from, but it had like 2 front sides going along the front. So he almost like he was leaning down like a drag style bike. Anybody that watches NHRA has like the drag bikes, they're damn near laying down on those things. And this is what it kind of reminded me of. And it had long on the front where the forks were at, they were long and straight. And it had 2 big black bars. King said no, he never had to rip it apart. It was good cutting off the mouse in the front, calling it a bike. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, like I said, Tony, these legend bikes are perfect. The only problem is there's no apes. And the Punisher bike's the only one that has apes. I mean, anybody can paint this thing black, it's not a problem. But the apes are what I really want. And I've looked on eBay. I check every morning and every night for fodder parts for these bikes, and nobody's even selling that shit. Yeah, Shane, you have to have balls the size of freaking, I don't know, fucking bowling balls to do that shit. I would, as nuts as I am on a motorcycle, that is one thing I would not do. I would not drag a bike. That is fucking crazy. Those guys are nuts that ride that shit. The one Jesse James is doing now, stupid sick. He's still not done with it. He's been doing it for 2 years. Panther, I don't have one, so I can't tell you, but I do want to buy one since I do like bikes so much. I'll get one and I'll do a comparison on along with some other ones that I have. I'll get one here pretty soon. AMT models of bikes, Turkey. You have to send me that one. I don't know the AMT models. The handle side and the handlebars down, or sanding the handlebars down for the hand grips. Yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, you just got to go even with it. And what I find works best for sanding is my wife gets nail files whenever she gets her nails done, or whenever she gets fake nails. It depends on which way she goes for that month or week. The damn little files in there are perfect because there's one smooth side and one rough side, and plastic's not very tough. I mean, those files are made for nails, and of course the fake ones are plastic, so that shit seems to work pretty well. That's why I've been using a lot. She just gives me her file when she gets her manicure or whatever, and then I go through it and I use it until I can't use it anymore. I mean, it builds up if you use it on a lot of plastic, but yeah. Somebody just sent me Gojo just sent me pictures of the Harley Davidson ones, and to me they're too small. I can't do that. Knowing how I am on my bike and how I sit behind my fairing, I couldn't. That would bother me. Some people, if you can work with it, that's fine with you. But personally, for my collection, I can't do that. I have to have true to scale motorcycles. I mean, I can go a little bit off scale, larger scale for the Dreadnoks, but I can't go smaller. It just, in my head, it just screws me up. Coda, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, man. Crow's got some 3D printed bikes a few years ago at Joe Fest. You know, I was there in 24, and I wish I would have got some then, but I didn't know anybody. I was a dumbass just there by myself, you know, and like everybody else, I guess, in the community when you first start, you kind of quiet and just kind of walk around and don't really talk to anybody. So I should have paid more attention to it and what they had there, because now I'm kicking myself in the ass for not getting the stuff, but I'll definitely be on the lookout for it now. All right, so Grievance said he's got 6 of those bikes, and he says they run big. Grievance, you talking the Red Atlas ones? And Turk just sent me the Revel ones, 1/12 scale, but they are model kits. So, I mean, hell, I'd be willing to try one of those for $25 and it's sealed. West Coast chopper style. Oh, okay. So Grievance is saying the West Coast chopper style run big. Yeah, Shane, the 1/18 bikes are perfect if you collect 3 3/4 inch. If I collected those, I'd be all about that shit, because hell, you can go West Coast chopper, you can go American chopper, the Harley ones, there's sport bikes. There's a ton of different brands out there that make bikes. The 1/18 scale guys, man, I have freaking every bike possible. But unfortunately, I got 12 scale and it's harder. And I don't know why the hell Hasbro has not done one for G.I. Joe. It blows my friggin' gourd. It truly does. All the shit they come out with, that right there, everybody's asked about bikes for Dreadnought since day one. At least that people I've watched and I follow. So if I could just get, I mean, if I could hook up with a 3D printer person that knew what the hell they were doing, like how to, I mean, Turk does great stuff, but he's not a programmer, you know? But if I could find somebody that could program this stuff, man, I've got some ideas in my head that if they sold that shit, they could just sell the bikes and probably make a hell of a profit and not have to worry about printing anything else out. Hella Geek, you talking about mine or somebody else's? Yeah, there's a lot more model kits. They're just hard to come across. I have checked out eBay, Turk. I'm glad you sent that one, because that's the first time I've seen one. Window Viper, yes. I've reached out to him. I haven't heard back from him, but I just recently reached out to him. So hopefully I hear back from him. I've got some ideas, and I think he would be the one to do it. It's outhousecustoms@gmail.com with a K. Wrong way. It's also on the my YouTube page too, Hella Geek. Pop Cult Frenzy said if somebody came out with some bikes in a trailer that the Vamp Stinger could pull with 2 bikes, would make bank. Yes. Yeah, 2 Ram cycles behind a damn Vamp or behind a Stinger, or hell, 1 Ferret behind a Stinger or Vamp. It's all day right there. I mean, 4-wheelers aren't meant for long distance. It's a short range vehicle for reconnaissance. At least in my world, that's where it was, you know. And I did 23 years in the military. We had all kinds of shit. So I don't know why people haven't thought of that already. But hell, you know, like, I'm gonna make the money off it. Now, if I could program and print, yes, I would try. But I ain't that damn smart. So I'll let somebody else get the money. Just if I give you the idea and you do it, just give me 1 or 2 free products. That's all I ask for. Just give me like the first 2 products you print, and after that, I don't care. Do what you want, make as much as you want, and just tell me that, you know, hey, this is where the idea came from. Gonzo, what's up? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Well, like I said, man, this is kind of my vision of Knott County and my customs and how I'm going to present stuff from here on out. I think it's better to engage with people and to get people going. And if they ask questions, I'd rather talk to you guys on here, even though I'm talking to myself essentially on here, but I'd rather talk to you guys on here while I'm doing a reveal than just sit here and record the thing and hit upload and just wait, for comments to come in. So I'd rather do it live. I mean, I'll still do the comments too if people ask about it, but I'd rather do it live and then have something people can go back and actually ask questions in person during a reveal. I know I've watched enough shit, on YouTube where I wish I could ask stuff and I never, even though if I did, sometimes 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't get a response back. So it kind of sucked. Yeah, Hella Geek, I got that bike. I have it. He just sent me an email about a bike. It works. It scales. And that bike, that's out there, you can get that bike on Amazon. The one that Hella Geek just sent me. That bike, is $21, and it is. I'm gonna call it the B Rex. You've probably seen it before. I know Grievance has got one too. Mine's pink. I use it for Zorana. I just figured that was a chick bike to me. Or you could also use it for Xandar. I've seen Xandar on it. He fits. That's just I'm more of a up and back kind of guy than down and forward. By that I mean Harley American V twin chopper style bikes, as opposed to riding a crotch rocket / street bike. I can't do it. I used to ride a street bike every so often. My buddy had one, but I can't do it with my back, and that shit hurts your wrist, man. I don't know how people do that shit. And people are like, oh, you got apes and you're riding up here. Yeah, but that shit doesn't hurt my shoulders. This is actually comfortable for my shoulders. That's why I want apes. I mean, I've got 18-inch bars on my bike right now, and one of them, and the other one, they're like 16 inches. So, is more comfortable. And my physical therapist, when I was seeing her, actually told me, what do you ride? And I told her, and she's like, it'll actually help you more than hurt you. She goes, you're keeping pressure off your shoulders. So, hold on, let me see what Turk just sent me. But that's just kind of style I like. But everybody builds their stuff their own way, and I appreciate that because not everybody's going to have the same damn opinion. Yeah, I got it, Turk. It's another one, Revel bikes. So if you look up 112 scale bikes on eBay, Turk's apparently finding a shitload of them because I can never find them. Maybe type in 112 models. That's probably what you got to do. I was typing in 112 motorcycles. But that's just the way I collect. I mean, that's just how I'm going with my stuff and how I want to go forward with my channel and my story that I'm saying or that I'm going forward with. The vintage 2004 Bailey Chopper 112 model. Gonzo's asking, has anybody seen the vintage 2004 Boley Monster Chopper 112 model? (2004) Boley Monster Chopper. I don't know what the hell is up with Google on this bullshit computer. I think that would be too small. It may work. Hold on. If you guys give me 1 second, I'll run up and I'll get that bike that I was talking about. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is the one I was talking about that I found on eBay for $10. This does fit a classified figure. You have to manipulate them a little bit, so you're probably gonna have to heat them up. God damn, I'm out of breath from going upstairs. Shit, I'm getting old. And they will lean a little forward, but not crotch rock style. But there are bikes out there like that. But that right there does fit. And this, let me look on my damn phone. Whew, out of breath, boy. eBay, past purchases. It is New Ray. So yes, Gasland, you're right. That New Ray Indian. This is a Fat Boy, but as far as I remember, Fat Boys had solid front tires. So the rim in a Fat Boy would be solid front. And so this to me is not a Fat Boy, nor did they have these fenders like this. Not the front fender, at least, that I can remember. Turk's got a little bit more knowledge on bikes. He may know more than me, but from what I remember, that's not it. But I mean, this is a standoff bike for me. I kind of got it in the background anyhow. It's not like my guy's gonna be driving down the road and the shit. But I just try to get more bikes to fill up the shelf space. So New Ray will work. They are a little bit different. Let me point the camera down so you can see the size comparison. So that right there is the which way I gotta go here? Damn reverse camera shit. That's the side by side. And again, and this is a trike, so it's gonna look a little oddball. I should have grabbed the bike while I was up there. And then this is side by side for the bike. So the reason I took a chance on it was I went ahead and measured. She gave me measurements on this, and I was like, damn, that will work. Tony's Fig says, buddy put wire spokes in a Fat Boy. Yeah, it's a different look, that's for sure. And I do like the West Coast look on bikes. It's just something I love about that shit. Will says he got the New Ray police bike and it works. I haven't seen that one, but I just discovered these New Ray bikes, so I was actually looking at all scale bikes, and this for some reason came across my feed on eBay, so it worked. I was like, well, shit, if I'll take a chance with it if it's cheap enough. And she hit me back and she's like, $10 because I just dropped it. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. All right, I ain't gonna keep everybody else too late. Like I said, King, yes, it's in scale, King. To me, it looks like in scale at least, and I'm kind of anal about my bikes, so. Everybody that watched, that stopped in, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'll start doing reveals like this, so. Or if I just want to get stuff off my chest, or if I have an idea, I'll jump on, but I'll put it out in advance. I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, I just got something. That one time I did it, I need to get shit off my chest. But I'm not usually like that. I'll give people enough notice, and I'm considerate. You know, I know everybody's got families and stuff like that, so I figured Sunday night at this time wasn't bad. Like I said, I'll probably only go for an hour. The only reason I went a little bit over now is Woody told me that Legend wasn't going on, so I'm not gonna step on Legend's toes. I forgot about him doing the Sunday pre-roll. But I appreciate everybody stopping in. Gasland said that New Ray works with most of his G.I. Joe stuff. Yeah, King, see, we think alike, man. He's got to be right. That's just the way I am, so I don't knock anybody else's collections. I think Maestro, Hella Geek. I always see Maestro around, and they make great shit. They make great looking bikes. They've got I think they're the ones that got the Road Glide. Mine's black, and I'd love to have it, but the ones they put out is gray, and I just don't feel like painting a bike, that I bought for $20 just for a shelf. Now, which is kind of stupid because I'm saying that because I bought a $40 bike, cut it up, and I'm remaking it for Joe's, but I've got in my office just 3 little bikes, same scale, the POW MIA bike that American Chopper did. One of West Coast choppers, because to me, Jesse James is by far the greatest fabricator on this planet, dead or alive. I mean, nobody's ever going to top that guy. The guy went from bikes to cars to freaking guns. I mean, the guy is a genius. And then I've got an old military one. Yeah, see, they came up a little too small, but I mean, for 1/18 scale, I think they work from what I know. Yeah, Tony, it's up. That dial gets changed out depending on what I'm doing. So if it's all Knox, you're not going to see stickers up. But if it's not Knox, I put the stickers back up. So my stickers will be in. So if you guys do want a sticker, just send me an email. I should be at Joe Fest too if you want to wait. But my stickers should be shipping here pretty soon. And then I'll send them out to you. If anybody has stickers, I'll throw them on my dial wall. It's just kind of like a little nod out to everybody else. Be like, hey, this is who else I watch. So I try to support other channels out there. So if you do have them, send one to me, and then I'll get them and I'll send one to you. So I've got a list right now. I know I owe Punk and Tony and Mython. I had to get Shane a new one. I'll send Woody one. Grievance. I mean, there's a bunch of people. So I think I ordered 100 off the bat. They had a sale. It should last me to Joe Fest, and then I'll get another batch after Joe Fest. I think I'm trying a test size right now to see what I'm going to do. So I'm wanting to see how this one's going to come out before I go all in on a different one. Yeah, Grievance. I need one of yours, and I'll send you some too. But I appreciate everybody stopping in. Like I said, I'll put this out a couple days in advance before I do it. But if I do this series, flushing it out, it will be on a Sunday night, probably at 7:00, just for about an hour. Talk about what I built, and that's about it. The figures I'll still drop on a little video because I mean that's quick. I'm going to try to do those within the shorts and not make a long video. I know overall attention span on YouTube is small. I'm not going to lie in the same way. A couple minutes, 2, 3, 5 minutes, and I'm out. But if you want to watch the longer ones, I know people don't really get into that as much. So hey, thanks for stopping, Tony. Appreciate it. I got to hit you up about skin tones too, man, for paint. I'll hit you up later on this week. Virgo, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be there. Appreciate it, Grievance. We'll get this shit going, get rolling. I want to grow Knott County. I want this shit bigger than what most people could ever dream of. So at least that's my thought process. I mean, like I said, growing up in the adult life, kind of in the clubs when I retired from the Army, it's what I enjoy. It's what I like to see. I've got my own spin on how I think the Dreadnoughts should fit, how they should look. They're going to act like they are in the books and in the comics, but I've got a different way, at least how they should look and feel, I guess you could say. Seagram and Savage were talking about it last night. When you see somebody's custom figure come across the table, you don't even have to see who makes it. You know who does it. You know, Alonzo's got his own spin. Tony's Fig's got his own spin. I've got my own spin. There's guys out there making customs, but they all have like their own little niche. When that figure comes across or that vehicle comes across, you know who does it. So that's kind of the route I want to go. I want to make sure mine keeps with my niche and keeps going. So you may see a lot of blue jeans and freaking white and black shirts with vests. I mean, that's my Knott County. That's how I'm going to do it. But each of those stories is going to have a backstory, and each of those vehicles will have a figure. And I'm trying to build it like Hasbro did because they ain't doing it for me, so I'm going to do it my damn self. But I appreciate everybody stopping in. Hella Geek, Gonzo, Checkpoint, Woody, Shane, everybody else, Virgo, Tony's Figs, Grievance, Turk, everybody that stopped in. I appreciate it, Coda. I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever it'll be. Probably, I think next one I should have this trike done within a week. I just got to get some paint, and I'll slap the paint on it. A little minor modifications, and that trike will be finished. But I wanted to give you at least a preview of what it is I've got coming up. So, and then once I get all these custom vehicles done, I'm actually going to start in the clubhouse. And if anybody's seen Legend Series stuff, what he's doing with that tactical battle platform, that's kind of the route I'm going to go with that. With the clubhouse, but I've already had plans. I've had plans drawn out in my damn desk drawer here for almost 2 years. It's just a matter of space. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get it done. That's my major concern, because I know I can do it. It's just how I'm going to do it, the shit, when I get it done. So that's my only hesitation on doing the game Clubhouse is what I'm gonna do with it. But everybody stopped in, I appreciate it. Repay Squad, if you're watching, I appreciate it. And remember, it's your stuff. You build it the way you want. Just like Hella Geek said, it's your decision how you display it and how you want to mess with it. So if Hasbro ain't making that shit for you, make it your damn self, because I am. Till next time, I'll see you in the next drop. Thank you.
Thank you for responding to my transmission. It has enabled me to lock firing coordinates on your headquarters